Hello and welcome to Webster Plays Games. Carrying on from where we left off yesterday. Must remember to cough before I start talking. So yesterday, right at the end, when we were just reviewing things, I made the discovery, after quite a lot of playing, that not all of the other ponds have bad water sources, which I thought they had. Quite a few of them have none, and it's just part of an overflow. And some have freshwater, which I didn't realise. I thought they were all bad water apart from the one that you start next to. So today, the main focus, start cleaning up some of this water, blocking things off, which is going to mean getting a start on the dirt extractor, I think. So, get rid of that. So yesterday we just started to stockpile a little bit, because the dirt extractor, see, quite a lot of resource required, 100 gears, we've only got 50 and we're full, so I need some more storage for that. 100 treated planks, 100 treated planks, and at the time we were literally only had the storage that was available in the wood workshop. Why you just sat there? Now what's happening? Oh, that's my gears guy. So I need some extra gear storage. Get that in sooner rather than later. Plonk. Get the path in. Set this to gears. Oh, just noticed my music's not working. Bear with. There we go. Sorry about that. It was playing on the countdown. I don't know what happened there. The music in the background provided by Master Planned Music, which is the alter ego of City Planner Plays. He got sick of searching for music that wouldn't keep getting his streams muted or taken down, so did a load of his own. At least outsourced it. Stopped again. Oh, I know why that is. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Right, back to the task in hand. Here come the guys. Yeah, we've got to the point of the game now where we do need to start stockpiling certain things. They're empty. Why are they empty? What's going on with food? Oh, so what happened was, on this map, the bad water has a tendency to accumulate in here during a bad tide. For one bad tide, it's not that bad. But after a while, it gets bad enough that things start dying. And I didn't appreciate quite how quickly that was going to happen. So we have now added in, because the things were dying from drying out more than contamination. So I've just added a separate little irrigation system there, just to allow for the bad tides. We've added some sluice gates in over here to filter the water. So once this is clean, it ought to stay clean. So our water situation is a lot more under control now. How are we doing? So we've got things being produced. We had run out of planks quite severely, but that's coming back. Plenty of logs, plenty of planks. The metal storage we've got is full. I think we'll allow them to carry on making that a little bit more. So we'll clear a little bit of space. I'm going to clear 2 blocks because I want 1 block for some extra metal bar storage and 1 so we can just get a little bit of dynamite in reserve, because currently we've just got the 5 that you can store in the explosive factory. So I'm slightly distracted because for some reason my music is mega loud in my headphones, so it's really putting me off. But I can see on my levels that it should be okay for you guys. Let me know if not. Timberborn audio should be okay. Yeah, I can hear that. It's just the music that's loud. Okay. Speed up. Get some speed going. Especially through the night cycle. How's the scrap metal doing over here? Because once these ruins are gone, everything else is very much inaccessible at the moment. Okay, so over here, we've got that running off the map there, and then draining into here. So if we look, that hasn't got any water source at all. That's got fresh water sources. So the only bad water is coming from here. So if we fill this gap in that we can see here, then that will start draining off the side. That will fill up with fresh water and hopefully start to backfill that with fresh water. Right, that's what we're going to do. So first things first, we're going to work on getting this blocked off. Do I go for dirt or do I go for levees? I do prefer to use dirt than levees, because once you're up and running with dirt, it seems more efficient than just burning through all your logs. Because dirt it's just dirt. It's basically an infinite resource because the hole gets so deep, and then you just keep on getting it. Box myself into a corner over here because of course I have. In regards to power, so we're gonna have to do something about that. Got plenty of science to get started on this. Yeah, so let's just build out a platform. I'm going to build it here so we can just go straight down into the water with it, because it doesn't affect anything and it's no point wasting the land, which is a bit of a valuable resource on this map. So that's too deep there. I think the dirt extractor's 5 wide. Excavator. Yeah, it is. So that will share power with the lumber mill. Yep, in you go. You come around here and make sure they can get to it. This is going to be quite a slow build because we don't have all the resources stockpiled yet. I'm going to use a 3 platform there rather than 2. Just considering where our stairs will end up being. Yeah, making short work of the platforms. We're pretty much alright on the basic wooden things now. We can get them built pretty quick. How many gears have we got? Yeah, so all of the gears and all of our treated planks that we've currently got in reserve are going to disappear into this. Might focus on getting a population up a little bit as well. Get some beavers in reserve, because as soon as we start working with the dirt excavator, we're going to have quite a lot of injured beavers all the time. Oh, that's annoying. I misinterpreted what was going on there. So I've blasted out and just created a little channel that we can't do anything with. You do get the occasional optical illusion with this, where things look flat and then you realise they're not. On the plus side, it does mean I've got a little notch here I can use, so we'll just have to ignore that. Right, so you were for metal. To be honest, I immediately forgot what it... Oh, I don't mean metal, do I? It's gears. Is it gears? Guys, I can't remember why I built that. There was one for dynamite and one for something else. Yeah, it was metal blocks, it's just I built a warehouse instead of a pile. Set it. There we go. Night time again. It's always night time. How many medical beds have we got? They're not in there, are they? Because they're not a workplace under well-being. Medical beds, 3. Okay. Got 3 injured beavers, got 3 medical beds, that's fine for now. Okay. So this one here, that's got fresh water source as well. See, it probably makes more sense to block this and fill this one with fresh water. But that is my main power supply at the moment. So I'll probably live with it until we can set up a separate power situation. Because I don't want to be relying on water wheels anyway, I want windmills and a power tower. But for the meantime we'll leave that there and pretend that I didn't just fail to notice the fact that I've got a huge fresh water source here that I've not taken advantage of at all. How are we doing with this? Ah, of course, we're not at all, because they can't get to it. Oh, that's irritating. Okay, we'll get rid of these stairs. Stick a little 2 platform in there, and that should let them get to the rest of it, and then I can put the stairs back in, get those planks back from that platform. Why have we not got any wheat? Yeah, because I've got no overflow capacity for wheat at the moment, because it all goes straight into the grist mill. I didn't bother building a buffer of it. But perhaps I should, just a little one. There you go. Just a little bit of an overflow, so if they've got a surplus in the field they can get rid of it and get the next season's growing in. Yeah, now I've actually let them get to it. Get rid of that. Build those stairs back in, and away we go. On the plus side, we won't have lost too much time because it's not like we've got enough gears or enough treated planks. There we go. If we want to start improving our power situation, we're going to need large windmills, which means we're going to need paper. So I might stick a sneaky couple of little windmills in, just to keep us over, just because large windmills and little windmills take up the same amount of space anyway, so we'll just swap them out when the time comes, because we've already got a bit of a power shortfall, even at when the situation's at its best. Guys need to be able to get over here. I know I went on about this yesterday in the last episode, but it seems crazy to me that I can't put the ladders next to the thing, but I can put a platform next to them, because they're no higher, and the beavers won't be any higher. That was quite a frustrating discovery. There we go. And they can't get stuck, so we can just put the power straight in, the power shafts. There we go. As if we look, oh, because it's night time, there's no power demand. But I'm pretty sure we were using well over 1,000 power, and we're never producing 1,000 power. Alright guys, come on. How are we with this? Yeah, so we're going to be running short and everything really. As it gets produced, it's going to be getting put into there. Oh, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze there, so I muted myself and it just never came. Yeah, this is going to take a while. I might actually... Is it worth it? I'm contemplating going against what I said and sticking some levees in. Because once I get this to be fresh water, if I put some levees in here, as much as I wanted to use terrain blocks, and then put a sluice gate here pointing that direction to only allow the fresh water through, that creates a huge reserve of fresh water just here. Oh no, my outfeed for my bad tides from here goes into here. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Find an alternate route for those. This is higher. So in order to be able to feed it out through the back with this one, I would have to build all of this up quite a lot until I get into some serious terraforming and I can start diverting things a bit better. Could come through this way, do some blasting, because this is always going to be affected by bad tide. So if I drain this one into this one and only allow fresh water from this one to go through there and this one to go through there, that will keep this one topped up. So yeah, that might be the way, to clear a route through here and have the bad water go this way instead of this way, and that'll... Oh man. Let's see where we are with this, because this never really got clean. Yeah, we're still at 13% contamination in there, and we've got another bad tide coming. That is not optimal. Yeah, we really need to start getting some terraforming underway. Because, yeah, as dilute as the water is, the bad tide is when it comes through, it just doesn't clear in time because it's so diffuse. It drops so slowly that it doesn't have time to clear properly. So our reserve over here never gets any of the fresh water because it doesn't get clean enough for us to let it through. How's the level looking? Yeah, I mean, we're still doing okay, but only because it was so deep to begin with. I'm not loving it. It's not turning out the way I wanted it to at all. Okay, let's start doing something with this over here. Make it getting ahead of ourselves while we're waiting for the dirt to be built. A dirt excavator. Okay, so we're coming up over the top because we've got our free stairs, so that'll speed things up a little bit. Sneak around this way. blow a little hole there. I know I don't need that much, but I intend to take the top off this anyway, so I might as well while I'm over here. Just preempt it a little bit. How are we doing for dynamite? Yeah, the dynamite storage is filling up nice and quickly. Not like mid to end game quick, but certainly at this point in the game quick. We're not doing anything super major, so... Got my tapper's shack there I don't want to disturb. There's still plenty of... Where's his range? Yeah, I feel like I can clear a 3-channel here and lose those pines. And he will still have plenty to be going up. Because we're full of pine resin as it is, and we're producing treated planks as fast as we can. So yeah, we're okay with that. Let's get that going. You know, I am going to spend the science and unlock the double dynamite. Because we haven't got anything we're waiting for on the horizon, so we'll just make best use of that now. We've got the extract. I haven't connected the path up because they haven't done this. Bit of priority, guys, come on. Oh, let's see how this goes. Because these do keep pumping, but they've just got reduced efficiency. And our large water pumps in here with this slightly contaminated water. My intent was this would have been flushed out by now and brimming with nice fresh water, but it's just not happening. It's a misleading map, this one is. I initially thought there wasn't much to it and it'd be quite straightforward, but that gradual build up and then fade away because the contaminations really tweaked things a little bit. We just need to keep the water focused, create channels for the bad water to get out without polluting everything a bit. I was considering building a ramp up here and across, but it's probably not worth it. Just get them in where they're going to be, so then as soon as they can get to them, they'll do them. Pew pew pew. Ah. Okay, that's deeper than I thought it was. Oh well. Pew pew pew. At least these doubles will get it all down to the same level. But we are going to have to be able to get down there. So we can get down there, I'm going to clear another block, because then we can have some stairs coming down off this one. Create space for the stairs without getting in the way of our blasting. No, idiot, wrong place. There we go. Building lacks workers. Okay, need more beavers. Where can we stick these guys? I always manage to box myself in. Yeah, okay. Just for now, we'll just go with a double lodge. Don't need a ton of beavers, we just need a little bit in reserve. Although we need 4 now, what's happening there? Yeah, it's just the water pump. What was it saying before? Oh, the hauling post. So we're 3 short of haulers, which isn't a disaster. That's kind of built into the system. Okay. Oh no, we've got 4 injured now. That's not built into the system. That's when you start building up your injured beavers, that's when bots start looking attractive. Getting them doing the dirty work. It's because we've, when we built the dynamite storage, so that became busier, and the explosive factory has quite a large injure percentage rate, a probability. And once we get the dirt excavator in, we're just going to have injured beavers for days, so perhaps that single lodge won't be enough. How are we doing? Just 10 more planks. Oh, metal blocks and gears are done, so we're just waiting for those treated planks now. Nice, we've got plenty of planks, plenty of pine resin. Lovely. Oh, and these are built over here. So how's the power going? 1463. Wait for it to be daytime so I can actually see what our power demands are. $1,400. And then the wind stops. Gonna have to get that power tower in at some point. Yeah, so now see these are starting to dry out. The trees down here were drying out, which is what was happening with our crops, which is why we put this in, to keep that fresh water source. So it's not currently bad enough that it's contaminated, but it is bad enough that there's not as much water as there should be. Yeah, 38%, with half a day left. And as bad as that isn't, it takes so long to clear. Absolute problem. I'm quite impressed. I have what I usually do, like, not on purpose. I'll select the dynamite and then just delete it instead of detonating it, especially if I'm clearing a lot of space. Just completely forget myself. That tide ended, so that ends, and we're at 42% here and 43% at the sluice gates. So they're set to close at 5 and these are set to open at 6, I think, just to limit the chance of getting the situation where they're both closed and just flooding everywhere. That's a problem. Come on guys, get that dynamite in. Yeah, that's going to be good. If we can start having areas where we just keep the bad water away from, so we've always got that reliable irrigated land and reliable source of water, and then we start boxing in the water sources. So we leave the main body of the crater in place, but we box these in so the volume of space available for the bad water to fill is limited. So it drains quicker, so it'll reach a higher concentration in the middle, but won't get into the larger area. And we'll drain that off over here, not over here anymore, because that's where we want our fresh water to go. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of blocks. It's also going to be the kind of build where I kind of wish I could skip a couple of hours on the stream, because it can take a while, but it will encourage me to build some scaffolding out so they can more efficiently do the dirt blocks. And get some storage close to this as well, so we can start stockpiling our dirt once we're producing it. Yeah, I don't think we're quite in underground pile territory yet. What I'm going to do is stick this up here, which I know is like hugely inefficient, but then I shall blast a path through as a shortcut, so they don't have to come all the way down here and all the way up here. They can just Whoop, through. So we'll get onto that. Not a huge oh, look, it's done. Oh, tried to cancel that. I somehow ended up with both my fingers pressing down on both mouse buttons. I don't even know what I was doing, which just meant I couldn't then not build what I'd selected to build. There's problems you find yourself with. Here we are. Quick work from the guys there. Excellent. So get some stairs in. Get a path in. Yeah, we've not got enough beavers as it is, and as soon as they start getting injured working there. So let's come over here and commit to some more. Just have to keep a close eye on our water and food situation. Our food is not fantastic at all, is it? We're going to have to do something about that, get some extra farms in. But we're going to need beavers to stock the farms, so... Stock? Staff. Man. Get jobs in. We've got all this fertile land around here. We're going to make some use of that. So let them get down here. Get a single platform in there. Steps in there. I don't want to waste the logs. So just, rather than just deleting the resources, we'll get somebody to come in and delete all that. Can they get to here? Yeah, they can, it's just night time. Wonder what super beaver's going to get themselves stranded underneath those stairs. I shall deprioritise those so they can build the platforms in the house before they go whizzing under here, and then someone comes along and finishes the stairs behind them. We've got dirt. We've got dirt. Oh my days. I always get quite excited when you get to the point where you've got dirt, because then you can start doing some really interesting stuff. Okay, that's that gone. Might just make them go around the long way to do this bit. We'll clear these. Goodbye. Some sneaky self-seeded pine trees. Oops, missed a bit. Yeah, we can get to that. So they'll either come this way to get the ones they can reach, or they'll have to make the trip around to come and do that. Which isn't hugely efficient, but probably not worth building any stairs for at this point. Go, go, go! How is our contamination looking? 26%, that's brutal. We're on day 6 and we're still at 26% contamination. It likes to get... oh, it's getting bluer. That's bluer for evaporation, so it's not being replaced, it's just... oh dear. Waiting for planks. Come on, slackers. Have I got any builders? I seem to remember at some point deprioritising the builders, so we may just not have any. Oh no, we're good. I'll put them back again. Now they're built, put that back. Actually, I'm going to bump that up a little bit, make sure they get done. After the night cycle. How many injured beavers? 7. Yeah, we need some more medical beds. I knew this was going to happen. So many of your beavers out of action at any given time. Got space for another one in there, so we'll take advantage of it. Come on, guys. Look, it's daytime, it's morning. Why are you chilling out there for? You better be a child. Yeah. Oosey tooty. Oosey tooty. Good grief, I'm glad I didn't know that name when I was having kids. That would have been an argument with the wife. Oositoot is an amazing name! Oh my god, look how far down that is! Why am I even bothering with that? Oh, it's green because that's where I want my water to be filled up to. Oh, cretin. That isn't available land, is it? That's going to fill up with water when we get all this sorted. Probably shouldn't put a farm there then. Plan B, over here we go. Cheapers. I'm glad I didn't just rush ahead with that and not realise. Go on, go, 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 go. Make some space. There you go, buddy. Get a lumberjack in over here to grab this wood. Click. Clear the space for the farm. What are we mostly running short of? We're really struggling to keep up with the carrots, but then all our potatoes have gone over well, and our wheat. We just need a bit of everything. We just haven't got enough to support it over the other side. So that's what we'll do. Some potatoes. Yeah, I've got a bunch of range. It's not pretty, but it'll do. I've just remembered what I said I was going to do, which would have meant I probably didn't need this. But it's okay. We'll always can never have too much food. We'll check. Again, an example of why this ought to stay there. Whenever you're planting crops, it ought to show you the range of your farms. Because as soon as I come over here and go, right, I'll plant my wheat. Oh, I can't see where my range is anymore. It's an amazing, beautiful game. Just a couple of quality of life things I really wish were there. But then it might just be me. Yeah, what I was going to do. Clear some of this space for farmland. Now we've got explosives. Because I think they probably can do a bit more than they are doing. Yeah, just checking I'm not blasting down into my irrigation and just creating a pond. Yeah, they'll be able to reach the majority of that, I think. No, they won't be able to get to this. Okay. Once I've blown this, I'll stick a little ladder in somewhere. Get a platform and a ladder. Let them get up to that top level just to get the explosives down, which we've got plenty of. Getting plenty of dirt in storage. How are the guys doing here? They are suffering from the journey, but they're getting it done. Okay, yes, all in range. That's in range. Just the time, that's all. Nothing to do in range. Yeah, free up the beaver. I didn't just pause the lumberjack because they're free to build. So I might as well just get rid of it and then rebuild it in down here or something if we decide we want to clear these trees later. How are we doing? Yeah, food situation is getting a bit critical. So what we're going to do is bump that up because they're all focusing on the explosives. And then same with these. Just make sure these get done before the ones for the drainage around the other side. Because as much as I want this done, it's kind of a more medium term, but the food's pretty important. Especially since I gave in and increased our population. Because as the beavers that are injured, they won't do any work, but they'll still keep eating. Indeed. I want to increase these as well. It would probably have been easier if I'd just gone and deprioritised my dynamite. That would have probably been a more sensible approach. That's that pumping away. On the plus side, once our dirt storage gets full, they will stop mining. So I can probably pause it and cut down on the injuries. And then once we start terraforming in anger, we can get it going again and hopefully have enough overhead to cover the injuries, which we just haven't got at the moment. Alright, where are my builders? What are you doing? That's quite a lot of logs, so that's happening. We've got 10 children. They need to hurry up and grow. Look at all these injuries. Goodness me. 47. Yes, there's a couple of them nearly adulthood, so that'll help. If any of you have played Beaverome and have any hints or suggestions on where to go, or what I should be doing that I'm not doing, feel free to let me know what I'm doing wrong. I started the last video by explaining at great length how there's only limited freshwater sources on this map, and then at the end of the video suddenly realised how many there were that I hadn't seen. So that was exciting. Like just after I'd announced that I was like, that's the end of the video, blah 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 blah. Suddenly like, wait, there's water sources everywhere. Come on, my guys. Every now and again, it just feels like nothing happens. Can they get to that? They cannot, so we shall blow this and let them get to the rest of it. See, they've got the stuff there. They've not just, there's not a builder been and finished it off. How's the dirt doing? Yeah, so like 14 more dirt. And everywhere will be full, and hopefully the injured beavers can get better. And we'll be in a slightly better place with our employment levels. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to have to help them get up to this. There's some temporary access. Oh, looking at our logs, I should let that guy just get on with chopping those trees down over there. Yeah, our logs are getting hammered because we ran down our supply of gears and treated planks. So now they're really burning through the logs to rebuild those supplies. What level of pollution are we at now? Given that we're nearly at the end of this cycle. Still at 11%. That is ridiculous. So I'm going to do is close that for now. Top this up a little bit. Hopefully flush out some bad water before the trout kicks in. What, we're at 10%. Oh, it's so tempting to let through some through here. How is the level in here? Oh yeah, we need to. We're gonna have to let some of that water go through, otherwise we're just gonna run out of drinking water. So as much as I was hoping to keep only clean water going down here, or at least below 5%, that's just not gonna happen, is it? Yeah, contamination 10%. Well, we shall override that. Because it won't. If it's 10% here, then by the time it's in here, with all this relatively clean water, but we just can't let it get any lower because we're relying too much on this pump. And if that runs out, we're going to be struggling. Hopefully we'll be able to get enough water in here over the next day and a half. Okay, so at least it's a drought and not a bad tide. Cool, so that farm's in there. That's got that all planted out. So in a few days we ought to have some more food come into the system. Oh, which we desperately need, that's ridiculous. Look at all these carrots here and they're not even... Oh dear, oh dear. That's it, we're out of food. Could this be the end of Beaverome? How did that happen? That really got away from me. Got a field full of potatoes here. Okay. So they're clearly not able to keep up with the harvesting down here. So we'll get rid of that. Slow down a little bit while I'm doing this. I think we're going to have to get them some backup because we've got food in the field that isn't being harvested. So get an efficient farmer house in here, which will cover all the existing crops. We've got the logs to build it. Okay, so we're not entirely out of food, luckily, because that was just after the rush. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we'll get that built. We have got some space here, but if they're not even harvesting everything, there's no point planting anymore right now. Okay, speed back up again. How is this over here? Oh no! We just got rid of you, you nuisance. How is this? Okay, so notably less empty than it was. Right, so we'll turn that back onto automatic. That was stupid. Because closing that didn't gain me anything apart from just losing that little bit of water. Oh well, we'll roll with it now, we've done it. Okay, so we've got 3 more in here. Are we going to come back from this? I think we've doubled the capacity to get food out of this area, so we ought to see some benefit, surely. Night time again. Oh, cool. prioritise that by haulers, otherwise we're going to have the farmers running backwards and forwards all the time. Yeah, they come look to get... Where are you going? No, they come for the wood, not the food. Oh no! Okay, I think food's higher than it was. Is it? I don't think we've been above 100 for a little while, so if we see that pop up above 100, that'll be reassuring. Okay. So we'll work on clearing some more farm space down here, because now we have got the capacity to farm it, once they catch up with the backlog. Yeah, I've never had food actually. At this point in the game, I've never had my food drop off like that. I think I've just been caught out by the lack of fertile land. So I got my farms down, but just the amount that we were farming just wasn't enough. Yeah, because I would have probably already had two, like from quite early game, I would have had 2 farms covering this bit, but because... yeah, I've just messed it up. That's all this done, so we'll clear that. And get some more crops planted. Down to 13 again. And there's a temptation to focus on harvesting, but then nothing's getting planted. And as long as you've got dead soil, you're just creating a problem in the future. So you want to replant so it can be growing while they're harvesting the rest of it. But I didn't have the manpower to keep up with it. Oh, look, a little dry bit popped in here. I think this might be on... Actually, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Wait, don't build any more of this, guys. This is probably worth unlocking the 3 dynamite for. It's expensive, but just the logistics of getting to that, if I don't blow it all in one go, it's not worth it. So we'll just take the hit. Two days left of the drought. What's the 8%? So hopefully when the drought ends and we start getting fresh water coming in here. Get that built, because I can, while the drought is hopefully still going, I could take the opportunity to get those sluice gates in here, then start diverting the bad water there instead of there, because then we can focus on getting this to be fresh water. And actually we've got a load of dirt in storage, so why don't I start creating some extra farming land? Because I was hesitant to build this way, but now I've got this hydration here, they'll kind of work at it from both directions. So it's not like we're going to build out here and deprive up here of water. Just a couple of extra rows, it doesn't have to be crazy, especially at this point in the game, because each one of these blocks is 6 dirt. So we've only really got enough for like 40 dirt blocks. Because that wasn't what I was going to use it for. I was going to use it for blocking this off here and starting to manage the bad water flows. Let's see. 0.7 day left. How are we doing for food? Still not great. That is one of the things about Iron Teeth, because once you get your water situation solid and you build the hydroponic farms and have like algae rations and mushroom rations, you're set. You can have food for days. Oh, we're over 100 for the first time in a while. It's coming back down, but it peaked higher than it had been peaking. And we are seeing a little bit of each kind of food stuff appearing. Something might have jumped the shark on that one. Doesn't do to rest on your laurels or anything. You still definitely need more food production, but it's not as dire as it was. I think we managed to get ahead of it just in time, because we did run out of food. I might actually go a bit mental on food production. Like really overspec everything just to make sure we're in a good place. They seem to really like carrots. I think carrots might be underappreciated, because they run out very quickly. I always thought like grilled potatoes were the top of their list, but carrots go. Oh, that's quite deep, isn't it? Oh well, they're making short work of it. It's always handy with terrain blocks if they can work on multiple fronts, because if you've just got one long wall and they have to kind of start at the end, boop, 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 in that direction, it's forever. So if you can get all your builders working at the separate fronts, especially if you've got a lot of builders, which we haven't. Although we have got some spare beavers, that's nice to see. What we're short of? Dynamite, because we're in a drought, we're not producing enough power, we're not producing dynamite. Oh, there's so much to do. So much to do. How is this looking? What's 7%? Okay, I am going to 7%. I'm opening these because I want this filling back up, and I'm going to close those. Below this. I would have sooner done that a bit earlier, but beggars can't be choosers. Close below contamination 5%. It's going to take them ages to do that because it's miles around here. To the point that I might even I do like that, how it will let you build a platform up over the edge of the sluice, because a solid block you can't build it there, but they've kind of recognised that the platform can build over it. Do that because they'll help with the efficiency of the sluice quite a lot, I think. It's quite a lot nearer in this direction. Let's go. Yeah, because we've got plenty of metal blocks and plenty of planks to get those done. We just need to be able to get to them. Oh look, another night cycle coming up. I shouldn't have blown that yet. I'm a cretin. It's fine, we'll get it done. We'll power through. These videos do actually, when I've finished, I archive them off onto YouTube, onto our YouTube channel. And I did notice that the one I did yesterday, I left the countdown on the beginning of it. So literally, as this episode was starting, I was messing around trying to crop the countdown off the beginning. And I must be missing something, because it is so fiddly to try and do it, to get to the exact timestamp that you want and to trim the beginning off. There's got to be a better way of doing it. Because how I was doing it, it was just kind of, that's sort of it-ish, and that can't be the way. Perhaps you're supposed to go to the video and get the timestamp you want and come back, but I can't believe that that's what's required of it. Look at all that water just whooshing out of there. What's percentage at anyway? See what our contamination levels are. 6%. And over here they're at 6% as well. Yeah, so we've got consistent contamination. Oh, guys, come on, get a wriggle on. There's not even anyone around the other side to have a go at that. Yeah, because we need this path anyway, so he can get, so the tapper's shack can get across to get to these pine. What I might do, no particular rush, but just clear those, because then we can have a little path for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just checking it wasn't better to go around the other way with regards to killing the trees. Oh, they came this way, look. That's cute. That did. Ah, yeah. Simpleton. I prioritise these so they do them so it'd be more efficient to get to these, and then prioritise those which they came to do first because I put these down first. I'm not doing districts. I hate districts. It's such a bottleneck. What are we missing? You can't get all the required materials. I've got 3 dynamite. What are you saying? Can't get all required materials. Yeah, you can. Building this halted because I've sent them all off to do that other thing. Oh, here we are. Look, we're up to 400 with food now. Yeah, definitely rebounded from that one. But we can't let it get that bad again because I suspect we won't be so lucky. Because I had preemptively built that, but it wasn't ready. Yeah. This was not my intention for the stream. The intention for the stream was we were really going to start laying down some dirt blocks. But this is the game where you get it to the point where you can walk away from the keyboard and not worry that all your beavers are going to be dead when you get back. And that's when you set up like the huge builds. It's like the huge dam system we want around this. And then you go and like have something to eat and come back and see how much they have or haven't done. But on the stream I think that's going to be like a background task. So we will definitely need more builders, I think, so we can have a couple of different projects going on at the same time to keep it interesting. Because even on 3 times speed, no one wants to be just sat watching them build a wall for like 3 hours. Cool, that's got us some more farmland. So, crops. I'm not particularly OCD about my builds. I've got no requirement for them to be symmetrical. I don't even like destroying something I've already built. So if it would make sense to delete something and move it somewhere else, I quite often just won't. I'll work around it rather than deleting a building. That's why I struggle with city skylines, because once I've built a load of like low density residential somewhere, I'm really reticent to go and delete it, because that's not what would happen. You wouldn't think, oh, that should have been commercial, plough the entire lot, throwing everyone out on the street. I know it's just a game. But these are people's homes. Let's have another stripe, a couple of stripes of potatoes in here. Because they seem to be coping with the harvesting and stuff. Got some easily accessible land up for grabs there. And just get ourselves a few extra blocks just by getting rid of these one high layers. Get those stairs to go. They changed these in the recent update, so when you demolish them now, someone actually has to come and demolish them. They don't just go like a builder has to come and manually get rid of. I'm not doing those because I don't think they'll be hydrated anyway. How far is that? 140. And how far? I didn't tell you how far that is because it's not a building. Oh well. What I'm going to do, just for my own curiosity, whether this was worth doing, I want to get rid of these trees. And then I'm going to build the path and see if it's still 140, and see if we've saved any distance. Or how much distance, because I think we definitely would have saved some. Oh, they built it. 108, there we go. 32 square savings. There we go. Whee! Does that mean it's even quicker for the farmer? Or did the builder just turn around and come back? Which way are the builders going to get to there? Yeah, I still think it's quicker to come this way for that side, but we've certainly saved the tapper's shack some messing about. Don't think that's in danger of flooding. How are we doing over here? So this one is now set to only let clean water through. Oh, have I left this one just open? Or is this overflowing yet? No. You know what, now it's going. At this point, I'm just going to let it. And what's happening over here? This one was set to close below contamination. Yeah, because that's a... So we want our bad water going that way, clean water going that way, eventually. Because this one here hasn't got any water sources. So if we block this off, force it off the back, this will fill it with clean water. Boosh. We've got another clean water supply. Yeah, that was what the plan was. To remind us of that, I'm going to come in here. So they won't be able to get to it yet, to build it. But... tell you what, I shall put them in. I shall put them as low priority. And then I'll give the beavers a way to get there. You know, just let them know there's no rush. If they start twiddling their thumbs and they've got some spare dirt, they can go and chuck some down there and eventually it'll take care of itself. Because it's not like we need to monitor it, and even once it's done, it's going to take a while for this to freshen up. Oh, look at that tree right in the middle. That's irritating. Not irritating enough to do anything about it though. There we go. Right, so what are we doing? Oh, these explosives are in. Nice one. Little micro booms. Oh, it's not all in. Don't get carried away. And kill a beaver. Carrots. fill out the potatoes. I would quite happily have the Timberborn music on. I don't know where it stands with DMCA. I've not looked to see if they allow it on Twitch or YouTube and things. And I do like master planned music, so we'll just keep that on. Where are we? So, oh yeah, food's flying. We're not... don't need to build any more storage yet because we're not flying to the point where we've fallen, but we're definitely replenishing. But we'll keep an eye on that because once we start filling up, we'll start adding some extra storage in. Really make sure we've got that stockpile. The logs are doing okay because, yeah, gears. It's always gears that massacre your wood supply. But we're up to the top with that. Pine resin, yes. Planks are doing well. Treated planks, not so much. But I imagine that's going to be down to power. Oh, did not even... Do we forget about the terraforming for now and go for a power tower? Is that what we should really be doing? Because we need to build some scaffolding out here anyway. So if we put the scaffolding out into the middle, build a power tower, and then damming around it? Hell, but we're miles away from our power. That'd be stupid. So I just want to build the power tower at the lowest point so the weights have the furthest distance to go. But not at the expense of it being a logistical nightmare to get out there in the first place. If we plan it right, we can build it so the scaffolding they use to get out there to build it is then what we run our power across afterwards. Although that was a hassle because you have to build your power shafts one at a time so the beavers don't all just get wedged in there. And then you have to delete it for them to get back out again. Okay. I'm going to build it here. I'm going to build it there. See what the guys are up to. I think before we start any major projects, what I need to do, get our population up a little bit. Now the food's a bit more stable. Get a water storage in, I think. Yeah, get some more water, get some more beavers. Get a builder's hut so we're not reliant on the district centre so much. Start getting organised. Are you just sitting there? Is it full? Yeah, so we've got the production capacity to be able to stockpile some more water, we just haven't built the storage for it. Night cycle again. Oh, bad tide, come on. Right, so put that back on automatic. What is this? Close below contamination level. Close below contamination level. Oh, so we should be allowing this one to go, shouldn't we? Because we want the clean water to be going in here. Ah, wait. If I allow that to happen, because over here we've got dams to keep the level up, and we haven't got that over here, so it'll just all drain there and none of it will go in here. Well, I'm glad I realised that. Because otherwise... yeah, that would have been rubbish. Do that. Demolish that. Yeah, see, that's not gone now. It's waiting for someone to come and do it. And we're going to have do I want this? Do I want to do that? Or do we want to let this one be in charge of filling this one up? Yeah, because then we could reverse the direction of these and only ever let clean water go into here from here if we've got like surplus, and bad water go out into this. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. They can stay closed for now. And we'll rely on that. Admittedly only 3 wide, so we'll have to keep an eye on it because all of our other exits so far have been 4 wide. So hopefully 3 wide will be enough to cope with it. It's nice to see this filling up again though. And where's my little stick? 2%. So it's not clean, it's cleaner. Oh, this land's finished. No, I've not planted anything of it. What do we need? We're doing alright for carrots. We've not got much wheat, have we? I think we'll split this between wheat and potatoes. I would like to get some like cattail and spadadoc on the go, but just getting that reliable 1 deep water is going to be kind of a little project in itself. We'll probably have to build some little reservoirs. What is it when you contain a bit of water separate to the main water body? It's not a reservoir because that is the big water body. Some little place anyway that's only 1 deep that lets water in from the main thing, but we don't have to fill the main thing in. Because we're certainly not going to be blasting out a 1 deep trench anywhere. We've not got enough land. So we are going to have to fill in, and that's going to be a ton of dirt. How's this going over here? They started it. They have started it. Look at these guys go. Nice one. Now we're doing for injured 5. Okay, so over here, that means this must be in because if they're working on that. Okay, here we go. Bad tide. Grown. Okay, so once that's in there, that'll start filling up and go off the back. And that means we can stop worrying about this one altogether for a bit. That one hasn't got a water source at all, so that's purely fed from this. This one hasn't got a water source, so we'll allow this one to be fed from this. Once that one's blocked, might have to put a dam here to allow this to get a bit deeper to bias the water going in that direction. Because it'd be good to get this filled right to the top, which will probably mean doing a layer, 2 layers of dirt and some sluice gates on the top. So in order for this to get deep enough to fill that, oh that's a lot. Yeah, we won't go all the way deep on that, we'll just go as high as this one can go, because I don't feel the need to cap out this all the way around here to 1 deeper. So we'll just have 1 layer of dirt there, some sluices to let gold water in that direction. So that will never actually fill up as deep as this one, so I won't be able to feed this one from that one until we've done a lot of work to make this one deeper. Which I'm happy to do, we're just not at that point in the game yet. And once we're doing that... Ooh, look at that! Once we're doing that, we'll probably be at the point where I'm squaring these off. Because I do like right angles on things, tidy things up. My maps generally end up with like 3 wide straight line canals everywhere with rectangular pools at set areas. Although that has been thrown slightly by update 6 because then you can have aqueducts and things get a little bit more exciting. Try just pouring down there. I feel like I could have done more with that. Job for another day. So like a nice little waterfall rather than just blatantly flooding it. Well, even if I just stuck a dirt block there, it'd look a bit more like it was planned. But if that's coming out of there, that does mean that this is up to like 5%. Yeah, it's 10% contamination already. But we've got plenty of water in here. My guy's pumping away. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. This was just so we can get a path around the back because I've blocked it. And then I want some water storage there. I'm actually going to blow another hole, one deep, just here, so that I can drop a double lodge into it and have the door level with the path and not have to worry about any stairs. Oh, there we are, done already. Oop, thanks guys. Oh no, idiot. I've just said that about leaving that because I blocked it, and then very nearly immediately blocked it again. Yes, I do. As I was saying, I do export these videos out to YouTube. I don't edit them down. I just put the entire thing there, which I appreciate. A 2-hour video, especially when it's just unedited, is a long video. But at the moment, it's probably not worth my time editing them down. So if there's a demand for it, I'd do it. But at the moment, there just isn't the demand for it. So I'll put them out there so they're out there. And then if there comes a time where it is worth my while putting a bit more time into things, I can get the stream, edit it down, revoice it, and then pop it on YouTube rather than just doing the straight export. Because from what I understand, people spend as long editing the video as they spend making the video, and I just don't have that in my day at the moment. Or at least it will be difficult to choose to prioritize doing that. Not opposed to it, it just have to be the need. Because I'm not convinced Timberborn videos really get that level of I mean, unless you're like Real Civil Engineer or something who's just all his videos are getting tons of views, but people don't seem to seek out Timberborn videos that much. And it is quite a lengthy process, because Sky Storm on YouTube, he's putting out loads of videos at the moment, and he's spending hours and hours and hours doing it, because he does these mega projects which take like tens of hours to complete, and then it'll be a 40-minute video. So you have to be committed to do that, and I've got other stuff going on right now. It took me about a fortnight to get into the place where I could actually do the couple of hours streams, which was a little frustrating because I really wanted to do it. So once you get an idea into your head and you want to do something, it suddenly becomes immensely frustrating, even though nothing's really changed in your life. The fact that there's a thing you want to be doing. That's filling up so quickly. Nice. I think I'm going to look towards just getting the entire top off of this actually. So just giving me a way to get up there. Need some more log storage as well. Oh, look how dry this has got. Oh wow, that's taken me by surprise a little bit. Okay, so how are we going to solve that? That is contamination. That's contamination from this. Because this stopped hydrating and overriding the contamination. Or is it because I've made it deeper by blocking that? Yeah, it's because I've made it deeper by blocking that. That was an unforeseen side effect. Unforeseen by me anyway. So we'll give this a deep. I don't think it drops that 2, so they're not going to be able to reach that. Get this, so at least hopefully it will give it an opportunity to drop lower. I know I should probably do the whole thing, but just for now, Hopefully that'll give it enough just to take that top off. It's only just above the level of that, but that's enough that it's pushed the contamination right out over all this land. Oh, just as we're in a good place with the food as well. Yeah, we're going to have to... The rate we're going, we're on the edge of having to build some more storage. I might have even unlocked the large warehouses. How much are they? 250. I would have definitely unlocked the large warehouse. Yeah, that would have been madness not to. Come on, my guys. You can do it. Is anyone going to sit out over here before it's night time? Got a chat, see what that says. Okay, so there's a link in the chat. As much as I appreciate the offer, I'm doing this to do it, not necessarily for the viewers. If you're buying viewers, I'm not sure what the point is. So I'm sure you're a bot and I'm talking to no one. But at the same time, no thank you. So I was just messing about to see if there was a way that I could get rid of that chat, and I don't know where the moderation tools are. Yeah, yeah, don't click on that link, that's gonna have to stay there until I can work out how to get rid of it. There's someone selling viewers, which I'm not interested in buying. Nearly there with this explosive. It's taken them a while because it's quite a long way out. Oh, here we are, that's all in, get rid of that. And hopefully that'll be enough to bring the level down. And get rid of this contamination. Yeah, it's gushing out of there we go. So hopefully we'll see that die back a little bit as the levels drop in here. Is that going to be enough? Yeah, it's going right back, look. And here they come. Oh, sorry about that, guys, I killed all your crops. But that's soon draining off, so hopefully they'll forgive me. Night time again. How's the pollution level in here going? Oh, 42%. It's an absolute killer. Yeah, because see, all this is dried. Frustrating. Okay, so this has reached some kind of equilibrium now. Oh, lovely. How can I stop that happening? So, if you're watching this back on YouTube, my Twitch chat is now getting the bots offering to sell me viewers. And because I've not had to moderate anything, I don't actually know how to get rid of them. So that'll be something I'll have to look into for next time. Oh, I suppose there's no such thing as bad engagement. We have got our first bit of terraforming done, which is what I put for the title of the video. Wrangling the Badwater. Which we have a tiny little bit, but nowhere near what I was intending to do. So for that, I'm going to start mapping this out. Because they won't build it if we've not got it. But they certainly won't build it if I haven't told them to build it. So what I'm going to do... I know that's not an efficient way of doing it, but just to get my sense of what I'm doing. Oh look, night cycle! That's annoying. Yeah, so my intent is to box this in so that this outer area never gets hit by the bad water and we can just keep it all in one place. So I'll get this all marked in and then I'll put some scaffold in. And we're never going to get this done this stream just because it takes so long to do this kind of thing. But what I might do is once it's in and we decide that it's time for the stream to finish, I might leave it running for a while to give them a chance to build this and then stop it just before they finish. So at the beginning of the next stream it's kind of like ready to go. Because I'm not sure it's practical to do this kind of thing on a live stream. Unless you're effectively using the stream as a screensaver. You can just put it on, you can gradually watch this wall appearing. I don't think anyone's doing that. Even I don't want to sit watching them do it. Although I probably will. Because they can only do this one block at a time if I don't put the scaffold in. It does mean that you only really take up a couple of your beavers and you can still get on with other things. So I do want to build some more food storage, get that stockpile a bit higher, because it went quick when it started going last time. We went from, I might not have been paying fully attention, but it seemed like we went from doing alright to doing very badly, very quickly. I think it was more luck than judgment that we managed to do anything about it at all. Come on, click, click, click. I can't bring myself to do this kind of thing with levees. There's so many logs go into it. And you need logs for everything. Like dirt, this is all you need dirt for. But logs, you burn all your logs building levees. And then you're like, oh, I need a new farmhouse. Oh, I can't, I haven't got any logs. I wonder what happens that the bots suddenly discover you and start offering to sell you viewers. Because I had a couple of streams with nothing. And now I've had 2. I suppose if you're buying viewers, there is a certain level. Like if you've got loads of views, you'll get promoted more and you've got more chance of other people finding you. It's like playing Timberborn with mods. It just feels a bit like cheating. It does kind of strike me if you're doing this for the views, you probably won't last very long. Because you don't get any views. The people who are getting all the views, they've been doing it for years and years. Unless you're fortunate enough, like if you come in with a, like at the moment it seems to be satisfactory. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? It seems to be satisfactory, that's the thing. So if you come in at the right time with a really exciting, compelling, satisfactory stream, you could probably grow quite quickly. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen with Timberborn. You might get a spike, you know, when a new update comes out and people's interest is renewed. Because I know that I started seeking out new videos when Update 6 came out. Because there's some really interesting mechanics and it's like, oh, how am I going to use that in my game? And all the main creators I watch on YouTube, they were doing extra Timberborn videos. I'd stopped playing Timberborn for a while, and then I was watching Real Civil Engineer doing his level on the eruption map. And there were so many things where I was like, well, why wouldn't you just do this? And why didn't you do it like this? It actually got me playing Timberborn again. And if you don't know, on the eruption map, you get about 5 or 6 days until the bad tide flows over the top of what's effectively a volcano. So you've got about 5 days to get to the level where you can get out of the way. And when I was watching him play it, I was like, why is he not doing this? And I was proper shouting at the TV, frustrated levels. And then it took me about 6 attempts to get out of the way of the bad tide, because all the things where I was like, why doesn't he just do this? It's like, because it doesn't work. What I have not done... Oh, where's it gone? What I didn't do, I didn't put any sluices in to allow for the water, like the clean water, to get out. Not that they were about to instantly finish and I wouldn't have had a chance to sort it. Oops. So close above contamination 5%. So what that'll mean is when this is built eventually, when there's a bad tide, only this area will fill up with bad water instead of contaminating all of this. So then when the bad tide is over, there'll only be this to flush, which should be much more manageable, especially as we've got water sources this end, so they'll be pushing the water that way. And then when this finally does open, it'll just be clean water coming through, rather than this mess, which just isn't clearing. I mean, we're 10 days into this season, and we're still at 20%, which means nothing's going down here, which was intended to be our clean water reservoir, where we could get all our clean water from. And I was hoping to have expanded around this and built farms and stuff that relies on it. Oh, he's died, look. But it's just not reliable yet, and that's because of this volume of water just takes too long to clean. What time are we at? Okay. Right, so that food, where are we? Carrots, very much full. Yeah, so I think we can have one of each for all of those. Our ingredients isn't getting particularly full, which does just mean that we're efficiently converting it to food. But we'll have to watch that, because if the ingredients drop, then obviously ultimately this will drop. Yeah, okay. What's this? Bread. So, in the interest of some level of I said I was going to unlock these, didn't I? Have I actually got enough space to start banging down these massive warehouses? Unless I go out on platforms. That's what I could do. I could have these ones down here as kind of supply warehouses, and then put 3 large warehouses on platforms here, near where their houses are. Yeah, I'm going to do that. We're alright for planks and logs. I can have the extravagance of some platforms. I don't think I necessarily need to terraform. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's irritating. See, even now, it's literally just a medical bed. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to delete a medical bed. I've already built it. Stop being a simpleton, Mark. Yeah, I'll replace it with 3 to make everyone feel better about the situation. There we go, we'll smash those in there. And then... large warehouse, thank you very much. 1, 2, 3. They're not even really that expensive, they just take quite a lot to build. Lock that in there, get rid of that path so we've not got that irritating little square. And I'm going to absolutely... a height of decadence, I'm going to use some science to unlock our first beaver statue. 500 science points for that. And then bread, carrots, grilled potato, thank you very much. Oh, I could start getting some chestnuts in. But again, we need some reliable irrigated land, which we're going to have to build for ourselves. What was I going to do over here? I feel like there's something that I was going to do, and oh no, it was over here. Because I said I was going to flatten this, didn't I? So strip the top of these. Get rid of these trees. I could just get the builders to come and destroy them. But we're not so... oh, we are, we're full. No, I need some more log storage then, don't I? That can go just here, where these berries have died off. Because if that's died off, that means that's not reliable irrigated land, so I don't need to worry about using it for storage. Sorry, I was just taking a little bit of time to look at the comments, see what I could do about moderating, but I've did a quick Google search and it says click on the comment, it will give you a list of options, and I clicked on it and nothing happened. There isn't a way to delete a single message in a Twitch chat. Oh. Shan't be doing that then. That seems crazy, how can you not do that? Oh well. Yeah, where we're at. Yeah, so they're building this out, but it's obviously quite slow going because there's one at a time either side. Over here, got the platforms going in. That's what I didn't do. I didn't build a builder's hut, did I? Which is what I was going to do to allow us to actually get on with this kind of thing. District management, additional builder's hut for 100 science. Thank you very much. Bump the priority on that a little bit, get it built, because then that'll speed everything else up. How are we doing for dirt? Yeah, I don't think we're managing to get the dirt down any faster than we can mine it, so that's not a worry. Little channel coming out. It's always quite fun when you hide what's planned to be built and you can just see what is built. You're like, oh, what's going on here? Ah, yeah, and what reminded me of that was the thought that I hadn't built that scaffolding. We'll go at this corner. Just too high there. 3, 3, 3, 2. 3, 3, 3. What? 3. Oh no, how have I done that? I don't even understand what just happened. I mean, clearly I understand what happened. I don't understand how it happened. Yes, go away. Ah! Absolute isometrics. Come on, you. And I know it's not isometrics. It's very weird. Is there perspective on this? Yeah, there is perspective, so it's just not very much. It's like if you had a wider camera angle, it might be a bit clearer. Or perhaps if I wasn't just such a complete clown, it would be a bit clearer. Saw that in the latest update they actually made it so that, because it used to be that the first thing you did was go into your settings and unlock the camera, to the point where there's no longer a setting to unlock your camera in the settings. It's just literally that is what the camera is. It's just unlocked, because everyone did that anyway, because it was just impossible to use it with a locked camera. Have we built our builders? Yes. So we've got doubled our capacity for building now. Are these platforms going in? Is anything going in? What's happening, guys? Yeah, we've got a few of those gone in. Bad tide in progress. Kind of forgotten that was happening. Oh, look at us drying out over here. But obviously, remember, our intention is for this area here to be full with fresh water eventually. Which will require some sluice gates over this. Come on then, I'll get all this down so you guys can see what's happening. And then I'll let it run and progress a bit, because it's not practical to do this kind of build on a stream like in full real time, because there is going to be a bit where I'll just leave it running and go and make a cup of tea or something, because it's just going to take forever. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, we'll call it that. Sluice gates in that direction, and they're set to close above contamination. These aren't going to do anything right now apart from block the water. But it will mean, because what I'll have to do is come over this side and do something here to allow this allow it to get to the depth that's useful for us. So I'm just like putting the skeletons in of what we need doing. And then hopefully, if you come back next time, it will all be done or nearly done in a slightly less boring thing to sit and watch. Yeah, so we're going to have that there to let when this has got clean water in it, it'll go through there. I mean, this one is this clearing? This one does seem to clear significantly quicker than the one that we're actually based on. So then we'll have that over there. And only let that drain bad water. Okay, and need to give them a way to get down here. What's the most efficient way for that? I mean, presumably that way. Or do I just force them to come all the way? I'm not forcing them to come all the way around there. That'd be madness. I was just trying to be a cheapskate and avoid building all these stairs. But it would take them hours if we expect them to go all the way around there. Are they building that already? Where are you going? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, because I don't think those warehouses are built yet, but we'll go and check in a second. Trying to work our way around the dead trees. Because those little stumpy stumps, you can just build a path on top of. But the big ones, obviously, you can't. Okay. Have to go around that way to get around there. Have we made it? Yes, we have. So now at some point they'll be able to come down here and do that. That will close if the water's clean. That will open when the water is clean. So it'll close when the water's dirty. Which means the only water that can get in here will be clean. How are we doing over here? 3 days in. To what level we're at? 35. Is that still 35 over here? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, we need that so badly. This is to keep the water to a manageable level. It might even be that we fill the centre in. So this is literally like a square. Oh, they filled the square I selected. Yeah, to take some of the volume out of that water. So it'll clean even quicker. Not built any of that, which is good. Because I don't want them doing that yet, because this is the main focus. Got wooden planks, so... It's happening, it's just happening slowly. So, quick recap. We did make a start on wrangling the bad water because we blocked this off and forced it out the back. Night cycle, thanks very much. Which did create a slight complication that it got deeper here, which gave us some contamination here that we weren't hoping for. So blasted deeper, got that down, cool, that's where we want to be. This pool is now only being supplied by here, which means during bad tides it just gets polluted. So to stop that, building this in here to let fresh water through, and that there to let the bad water out. Building this near to our main village, just to focus the water a little bit, so hopefully we can clear away the dirty water quicker. And we'll see how this goes once it's done. If we need to take some more volume out of that, we will. Had a little bit of a food crisis, so we quickly threw down a second farmhouse to let them harvest food that was sat in the field. And also, oh, they're filling in just there. Yes, it must be getting better. And also blasted away and built up some land to get some extra farmland. Down to 29% now. Yeah, 30 does seem to be some kind of tipping point. Still struggling over here, but we did stick an extra farmhouse over here because it was just we were desperate for some usable land. Which we've not fully utilised. What should we plant in there? Let's get some wheat down in there as well. Whoop, get that in there. Now hopefully, once we're keeping the outer circle of this clean, this will be permanently fine. And then this is already quite clean. We were forced to manually top this up with slightly dirty water because we were in danger of running dry just because it takes so long to mark this clean. Yeah, so as we come to the end of the stream, what I will do is leave this running for a while. If anything disastrous or interesting starts happening, I will stop and then carry on the next stream. But hopefully by the time I revisit you, they'll have built a lot of this stuff that's going to take a while, and then we can start looking at what to do next. So thank you for joining, I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.